Good day everyone, hello everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial. We are still on the straight line function, and in today's tutorial, or on this tutorial, I want to look at the points on your graph where the graph is 1 increasing and where 2 is decreasing. Okay, now I'm going to start with an increasing function. I'm going to need the space to write. Okay, I want to start with an increasing function. When I talk about a function, I mean the graph. You are going to hear me using the word function a lot. I'm referring to the graph. Now let us look at the x values. The important thing that I want to say here is that we need to read this graph from the left side to the right side. So I'm going to look at x values from this side going on to that side. Let us say the y value here is 5, and let's say the x value here is -4, right? So x is -4, y value is 5. Now let us come to this point. Let's say the x value is -3, and let's say the y value here is 4. And then we come to the next point. Let's say x is -2 and your y, let's make it 3. So this point is -2 and 3. Then here on, okay, here on 0, let's make x 0 here. Y here can be 1. So this point is 0 and 1. And then I'm going to go into a +1. My y is a half. And I'm going to go to +2. My y is 0. Then I'm going to come here. I'm going to make this, I'm going to make this +3. And my y is going to be -2. I think that's enough to explain what I want to explain. Now you must remember, on your x-axis or on your number line, when I'm counting, I get a moki 0. Going that way, from 0 to the positive side, my x values are doing what? They are increasing, right? And from 0 to the negative side, my x value, they are doing what? They are decreasing. Let me not say to the positive or negative side. Let me just say x values are increasing when I go to the right. They are increasing. When I go that way to the left, the x values, they are decreasing. Now I want you to look at what happens to the y values as my x values are increasing. Remember, from going to the right, the x values are increasing. So we're moving from here to here. That's an increase. That's an increase. That's an increase. The x values are increasing, increasing, increasing. So the x values are doing what? They are increasing. I want us to look at what the y values are doing. As we are increasing the x values, let's see what the y values are doing. It was 5. As I increased x, y decreased. It's 4. I increase and then y decrease. I increase, y decrease. Do you see that as I increase my x values, my y values, they are doing what? They are decreasing. The y values are doing what? Are decreasing. Okay, I was going, this is a decreasing function. It's fine. I don't know why I wrote the increase. I'm gonna write decreasing because I'm discussing a decreasing function now. It's fine. Right. This is a decreasing function that I'm discussing. So as my x values are increasing, my y values are decreasing, and we call that a decreasing function, or where the function decreases. Where does the function decrease? When you look at when x values increase and the y values decrease. That is a decreasing function. And you must remember, I said we read functions from the left to the right. Ne? So don't read it from this side that way. Ne? So this would be a decreasing function. When your x values go up, when they increase, your y values decrease. Then we say we have a decreasing function there. Then let's discuss, I don't know if we have space here to do the increasing function, but we'll get there. Let us look at the gradient. Let us look at the gradient. When this function keeps decreasing, how is the gradient being affected? So I am going to calculate the gradient between these 2 points. First, remember that gradient is y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. And I'm going to do the gradient between these 2 points. So it is 5 minus 4 divided by negative 4 minus negative 3. And this is 5 minus 4 is 1 divided by minus 4 minus 3 is minus 4 plus 3, which is minus 4 plus 3, which is minus 1. So the gradient here is negative 1. Then I want to do the gradient. Let's do the gradient between these 2 points. Because we moved from here, let's do the gradient between those 2 points. We know that gradient, I'm just going to do it here on the side. I'm just going to do it there on the side. So I'm using these 2 points. So it's going to be 3 minus 1 divided by negative 2 minus 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. Negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2, which is negative 1. Do you see? We did the gradient between these 2 points and I got negative 1. Now I did the gradient between these 2 points and I still get negative 1. I'm going to do the last set. Let us do the gradient between these 2 points.